Oh, we should have messaged. It's so fucking hectic.
All right, guys, welcome back to it. So look at our H2O baggers cam. You got Michelle Larson on your left, Sherry Walker on your right.
Yeah. About to. Sorry, yeah. When I was getting up, I would have somebody. This is like.
See if Michelle tries to. Nope, she's going up and over. I don't hate it. Land on top of the bags. See what happens after that. Basically the same shot from Sherry Walker there. Michelle's probably going to do the same. Like a little bit shorter. 4 on 3. Michelle's going to grab 1.
Look at that already. Hey, I see all right.
2-1 early in this one as the Walkers have the advantage. So Angela Baker and Greg Cowan, they're going to grab the king seat. This is the 3rd place game. So the winner advances to the championship. There we go. We got some green bars. Come on. 4-2. Michelle and Michael lead the way. Decision time for Michelle. Fast side. She goes up and to the right. Now, if you're Sherry, you almost want to blow everything up, clean it up, or go airmail, or you can just lay it on the board and grab your points. She's going to give up 1. 5 on 4. But I appreciate you guys hanging in there with me as we were fighting some Wi-Fi issues. But I think I've got all that ironed out, so I appreciate you guys. Nice first bag from David Walker right down the middle. And again, this is the 3rd place game of capped Coed. Brad Turnbull, what's up, brother? Sorry, I had somebody come up and ask me a couple questions. You what?
You got your that. Yeah. But you got you. You know, you set up. The only two tournaments. Send it to you.
All right, we're back at it. Tell you, hey, I'm feeling popular tonight. 6-4 in this third place game. Michelle Larson, Michael Roberts in the lead. In this third place game, Michelle Larson, Michael locks it up. Race to 15. So far, coming in around 9, David Walker leads the way with an 8.25. Michael Roberts with an 8. And then Sherry and Michelle are having a battle for the board. 3.5, 3.75. And I mean, it's not a terrible strategy to have. If you know your partner is going to hammer the hole and score points or have a higher PPR, there's nothing wrong with being conservative and just putting it on the board and not really being aggressive. You know, it's kind of like boxing or MMA. You're jabbing, you're waiting for that moment to open up and then throw that haymaker or uppercut. Great shot right there by Michael Roberts. And to Michelle's defense, I mean, she is throwing fast side, so. She does. All right. Two bags left for Michelle, one bag left for Sherry. Airmail bumps it in there. It's a good bag for Michelle. Sherry's not changing her game plan. And here, if you're Michelle, you take your points. But we're gonna get a timeout. That is a Noble County Backroads Cornhole timeout. We'll take a look at it. Michelle has a bag in the hole, 2 on the board, and 1 in her hand. Sherry has 4 bags on the board, but she does have that 1 bag that's draped in the hole on the front. Hard at it, sits right in the pocket. 6 on 4, give her 2. And if you're Michael Roberts, I mean, that's a good sign. Your partner's down there. She's being conservative. She's putting the bag on the board. She's scoring when she needs to. She's being a little more aggressive than Sherry Walker is. Fast side bandit for Michael Roberts. Hang with me. Internet's going in and out, guys. Only 4 points for Michael Roberts. Michelle goes a little aggressive there. Bounces off to the left. Wide open lane for Sherry. She's going to take the middle of the board. 12 on 8 your score going into round number 12 here in this 3rd place game of the capped co-ed division. Tony Hawk Pro Skater side rail. Sherry Walker, last bag. She's going to grab 1. Michael's bag danced all over that hole. Who's going to blink first? There it is. David Walker blinked first. Michael doesn't like that bag, but that's not a terrible bag. You know, you cover the hole up a little bit, make the hole smaller for David Walker. Now you force the issue. Fast side, collect for 4. On the board for an 8-8 wash. Sherry Walker in the hole. There we go. She ends the streak. It's been a couple rounds since Sherry's put one in the hole, but she's put her block bag dead middle almost every round. I feel like if she had just a little bit of a faster bag, either one of these players, I mean, because they're both down the middle, if their bag was just a little bit faster, I mean, their PPRs would be pretty high. On the board for Wash, in for 2. She's been throwing that short airmail pretty effectively. You gonna put it on? 6-6 Wash. What up, Colby? Man, I need my number 2 this weekend, bro. David Walker, first back, down the middle. Yes or no? Oh, yeah. That side bandit, baby, right down the middle. Oh, yeah. David Walker's feeling good on this fast side this round. Who's going to blink next? It's not going to be David Walker. He's going to finish with a 4-bagger. 12 on 8, give him 4, and a big bow cornhole lead change. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Ooh, I thought she left that bag. Boy, I was about to go nuts for Sherry Walker. I'll tell you that. We got 3 bags in the hole. Nope. I thought it was about to be 4. Sherry put a little umph on that one. Hit the field goal right down the middle. No Buffalo Bills here. Michelle, I mean, I'm saying just a little bit faster of a bag, and that goes in the hole. 10 on 8. They score 15-12. The Walkers sitting in the lead with a 3-point advantage. Again, the winner will go on to play Greg Cohen and Angela Barker. They're all around the hole here. Ooh. I feel like you needed a little more trajectory on that one. It came in a little too flat. Made it skip over the hole. And they're just going to cover the hole up. You get a timeout here. An H2O baggers. That's an H2O baggers timeout. Take a look at it. I mean, David Walker has 2 on the left, 2 on the right. And for Michael Roberts, I mean, you've got to be pretty frustrated with this round because all 3 of your bags are just right in line with the hole. You got 1 on the back side that skipped over the hole, and you got 2 on the right side that just didn't fall to the left. That side, oh, it hangs up again. 4 on 4 wash. Boom, boom. Thank you guys for hanging out with me on a Friday night. Following this, we've also got the blind draw coming up. Got the open blind draw. That's a good throw from Michelle Larson. Yeah, I mean, basically the same throw from Michelle. Right. I guess is that considered a commentator jinx? I think it's borderline. What's up, Mike Rose? Joe Ludlow, Mitchell Smith. What's up, y'all? Thank y'all for popping in the chat. Thank you to Garrett Allen Snave for the H2O Baggers logo. That thing looks sweet. $15-14. Getting closer to 21, y'all. Oh, the fast side. Too fast for David Walker. And I mean, I think Michael Roberts is on that line of, man, yeah, I'm hitting my spot, but I don't want to throw it harder. Because the second you throw it harder, that's when your accuracy gets a little bit off. Fast side for David. Did not fall. Oh my gosh. That bag is clinging on for dear life. Wow. Made it 6-3 because Michael did have one in the hole. Is anybody in the chat? Anybody coming to Stillwater tomorrow? Ooh, a little rollback from Michelle Larson. Our lineup for the weekend is as followed. That'll do it for this one. Michelle Larson and Michael Roberts. So Angela Barker and Greg Cohen are sitting in the king seat, so they'll have to be beaten twice. Michelle Larson and Michael Roberts trying to continue that momentum as they head into the championship game number one. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching the VKM Entertainment broadcast here on court number one in Stillwater, Oklahoma at the OCA Regional number 8. Well, Joe, I hope your issues get figured out. Everything turns out okay. Yeah, I was at work today and I wasn't even planning on being here to live stream this weekend, but you know, I set the boards up outside right about lunchtime, and I was like, man, I'd love to get up to Stillwater, and here we are, living life randomly and spontaneously. It's the only way to do it, right? It's interesting because Greg has been on the higher end of the PPRs, throughout Cap Coed through rounders in the bracket. It's interesting that Michelle and Michael decided to swap here. Essentially, it's AB versus AB. So the A player is thrown against the B player in both instances during this game. But Michelle is down the middle. She's going to keep that bag on the board down the middle. It's a good bag from Greg there. Is that avoids it? Let's see if Greg can push through this. This is one of those situations where if you throw it too hard, you're going to deflect. And he avoids it completely. 6-6 wash. And if you're Michael Roberts, that's a win for you. Anytime Greg doesn't score against Michelle is a win. Hey, Cody! Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to yell in your ear. We got a little situation. They picked up the bags before Michelle threw her fourth bag. So,
Have fun over here. Working hard.
trying to. What?
What were they?
What was what?
What's the situation?
They picked the bags up to her. All right. So the verdict from Cody Dooley, they're going to rethrow the round. So the round is null and void because both opponents picked the bags up at the same time. Don't worry, I'll get it together. Hold on, guys. Come on. All right. Well, roll back. Angela Barker trying to roll back. We'll see if she tries to climb the mountain again. Put it in four-wheel drive, Angela. Climb that mountain. Three on two for Michael Roberts. That would be Mr. Gary Bearpaw and Miss Caitlin Allshouse. They defeated Josh Wheeler and Mariah Hooper. So I know they had a switch tonight. We're finishing up capped co-ed, and then we've also got a blind draw going on tonight. I think it's an open blind draw. The finish for Greg. Like a wash. All right, 7-6, Angela and Greg. That's a big bow cornhole lead change after that 3-point round for Greg Cohen. Greg Cohen. There we go. Now we're good. 26 and 5/8 throw from Angela Barker, her first bag. You can see that grip from Angela. I mean, it's like a, I guess you could call it a bear claw grip. Like it's a palm ball. It's basically what she's got. All knotted up at 7. Race to 14. And you wonder if that was a little mind game from Greg there. Didn't step up to the board. Could have been, potentially. Two off to the left for Michelle, but she still has her lane. I feel like she's trying to use that right to left, which I don't hate it. She just needs to throw it a little deeper. Greg goes zooming off the back. 2-on-1 showing in favor of Greg Cohen. There you go. She tried that same shot. A little bit to the left on the board for 1. Or does Greg go aggressive here? A little cut shot, little airmail. He sends it. You know, we love to see airmails here on center court. To no avail. 2-2 wash. Look at our H2O baggers cam. Game 1 of this championship is all knotted up at 7. Race to 14. And it's sent down to Angela Barker and Michael Roberts. bag. I want to say that bag is going to go, but it is carpet, so we don't really know. You never know with carpet bags whether they're going to come back or not. There it goes. It fell. There we go. We got carpet bags dripping in the hole, y'all. Michael Roberts takes his lane, puts it in the hole. In there for Angela Barker. Hit on 7. I'm really digging Greg's get up here. I mean, he's sporting the hometown Cowboys, Oklahoma State. A little short. And if you're Michelle, you really just want to go hard through this. Hard at it, perfectly placed right in the middle, kind of clumps everything together. We're going to get an H2O baggers timeout for Greg Cowan. Ten on 7's your score for the round. I believe it's 3-on-3. What's up, Rob? How's Missouri? Kamikaze bag is going to knock it in. One goes off. He does have one in the hole. Michelle does have one bag left, and they almost picked those bags up again. Showing 4-on-3. So a bag on the board for the wash. That's what it'll be. 4-4. Headed into round 10. Looks like Angela Parker leads the way with a 5-2-5. Michelle Larson with a 5-2. She's really slowed Greg Cowan down here. For Michelle, she's really putting the bag on the board, forcing Greg to do shots he doesn't necessarily want to take and shots he hasn't had to take throughout this bracket so far. So, I mean, that's a dangerous combination. She can keep holding Greg down, and Michael can figure out Angela, because Angela's essentially doing the same thing to Michael. She's clogging it up, putting it on the board. She's got this bear claw roll. It's really been effective and working to her advantage. So it really comes down to who's going to be aggressive and start hitting their clutch shots, the airmails, the push shots. And for Angela and Michelle, I mean, they're one or two mistakes away from leaving that door wide open and allowing Greg and Michael to really put on some big points here. In the hole for Michelle. He's got a 3-point advantage right now if all these bags go in the hole. So close. 5 on 2 is what is showing. Last bag here for Greg. Gonna put it right to the left of the hole. 5 on 3 showing. So Michelle's guaranteed points here. You really want to go aggressive with this. It's hard at it. 6 on 3. Give them 3, and we got a tie ball game at 10. Hang in there, y'all. Internet's kind of whizzing out on us. Oh, we're going to get a timeout from Angela Barker. That's what we got. So Michael has all 4 bags on the board. Angela's going to have 1 bag left. I don't know. It looks like 4 on 2, but I'm pretty sure there's another bag of Angela's. So I think it's 4 on 3. So on the board here. Gonna try to roll 4-4 wash. Nope, 4-3. She did have a bag off to the left side of the board. So Michelle and Michael, they're going to grab a big bow cornhole lead change. In the hole for Michelle, right down Broadway, using the fast side of that bag. That's really what she's been needing, because she's been hammering the middle of the board for the last 3 games. She just needed that bag to get a little bit quick. That was a good follow from Greg. Last couple rounds, his first bag is really hurt him. Not this time, and that's 2 in a row for Michelle. She make it 3. Back-to-back good rounds starting off for Michelle Larson here. Make it 3. That bag's coming back. Greg, slow side. He's going to block it up. Fast side for Michelle Larson. Oh, it falls and it goes in. That's a 4-bagger for Michelle Larson. That's big time right there. Greg, fast side. He's going to clean it up. Hey, we got a good round right here. 12 on 10. Give 2 to Michelle Larson. And you know that's got to sting, because they've had some 4 on 3s, some 6 on 4s, some 6 on 3s. Michelle throws a 4-bagger, and I know she wanted more than just 2 points, but a hard work 2 points there. 13-10 as they extend their lead. Michael Roberts will get the lead bag. Got a score confirmation. Michael Roberts will get lead bag. Level 2 blocker. Air claw roll for Angela. See, I love the placement, but it's one of those things, you throw that back too hard to try to collect that, and you go a little bit to the right and the left. And the bear claw roll works for Angela there. Michael's just going to stack them up. Give him the bear claw. Boom! That's another one. Michael goes hard at it. Hits the front of the board. Essentially takes away the bear claw roll, but she's going to try it again. It does a little flip. They get 8 on 4, and that's another Big Bow Cornhole lead change here on center court. Game 1 of this Capped Coed Championship. Stillwater, Oklahoma. You're watching the VKM Entertainment broadcast. This broadcast was brought to you by Noble County Backroads Cornhole. Lead bag goes to Greg Cowan. Fast side, and Michelle's really found her throw 3 rounds in a row. Her first bag has been in or around the hole. There's another great bag for Michelle. Really forcing Greg to think here. Oh, she tried the left to right. And we're going to get an H2O Baggers timeout. 14-13. Michelle does have a bag in, a bag off, and a bag on. So 4 on 3 is showing. Greg has all 3 of his bags essentially around Michelle's bag. She got one on the back right, one to the right, and one on the front. If I'm Greg, throwing this bag on the fast side, throw it high, land it right beside those bags, and watch it slip in. Right placement, as far as depth-wise, just a little off from the left to right. On there. 5 on 4. We got ourselves another tie ball game, 14-14. There's Michael's first bag. He finally got the trajectory right on that one. Right down Broadway in the hole. Angela, Tony Hawk, pro skater, side rail. Bear claw roll right up the board. Front of the hole. Great bag right there by Michael Roberts. Angela in there. Yes, ma'am. Michael to the left. Hey, if she can be sneaky, she can grab one here. She can steal 1 point from Michael, and she does. What a bag from Angela Barker. Sneaks her way in there with that bear claw roll. I love it. (15-14). Another Big Bow Cornhole lead change brought to you by Big Bow Cornhole out of Rogers, Arkansas, the northwest corner of Arkansas, just a little bit north of Bentonville. Greg with lead bag. He's got a toe in the water. Great bag right there from Michelle Larson. Splits Greg's bags right down the middle. Greg does the same thing and pulls his bag a little bit further into that hole. You're Michelle, you just have the same bag. Throw it deep, land it right on top of Greg's bag. Kind of like a short air melt. Throw it on the fast side. Don't be scared of it. Gonna knock it in. In for 2 for Greg. Oh, now Michelle has to put this bag in for a wash. Throw this bag low and hard right at Greg's bag. Boom, and she hits it for the wash. This championship game is getting heated. I tell y'all, y'all are in for a good one. Look at the H2O baggers cam. Angela on the left. Michael Roberts on the right. Nobody yielding. Going into round number 18. Angela and Greg, 6 points away. Michelle and Michael, 7 points away. Greg. Michael goes really hard at that bag. Is able to replace it. Another great bag from Michael Roberts. And if you're Angela, you really have to go hard at this pile. Field goal, double field goal. Oh, he knocks one in. 8 on 4. Give him 4. Make it 18-15. And another. Big Bo, cornhole lead change. Yeah, 12 on 4. That would have ended the game. That would have essentially ended the game. 8 points. That push through would have done it. Greg's taking another step back. He did this 4 or 5 rounds ago. Didn't work that time. Michelle Larson, dead eye right down the middle in the hole. Greg's got that bag. His first bag has been hitting that front right of the hole pretty consistently. A good bag from Michelle. It skirts a little bit past the hole, but it's not in a terrible spot. Still be dragged. That bag's going to hit the front of the board. Michelle's going to take a step back. Michael grabs that bag off the front of the board. Recollects herself. Now, if you're Michelle, you don't care about that bag. If that bag goes in, who cares? And we get a Tony Hawk Pro skater side rails. The only thing you can do about that, like if you ever throw one of them bags, what you have and you're probably going to throw, it doesn't matter what level. And at some point, you're going to throw that bag. So 6 on 4 is what it's showing. Last bag for Michelle. So right in front. She's going to finish with 5. Greg's going to put it on 7 on 5. He's going to grab 2. Make it 17-18. Michelle and Michael still holding the lead here. I mean, you want to talk about using your mental capacity here. I mean, you're essentially just dirtying the board up on both ends. And this is a really long game. It takes a lot out of you to be able to focus for this long. This is turning into like a 30-minute game. 25, 30-minute game. Regardless of what level you're on. I mean, it takes a lot out of you mentally and, physically, depending on your type of throw. Roll bag. Angela Barker tries to climb the mountain. Michael clears it out, and I think that is 8 on 5. Yep. 8 on 5. Put him on 20. Angela, Greg, 1 point away from capturing this capped co-ed championship. Michelle and Michael looking to fight their way back into it. And I got the cameras back because we're looking at kneecaps. Looking at kneecaps, y'all. 20-18, Greg with lead bag. Shark fin, back right. Right off the back. If you're Greg, you just want to put this right in front of the hole. He's going to go in. He did the shooter. He pulled out his pistol on that one. Another Tony Hawk Pro Skater side rail. In the hole for Greg. He's feeling real comfortable. Michelle in the hole. Greg off to the right. It's 8 on 3. She's got to knock both of those bags off and go in. Airmail. That'll do it. Angela Barker, Greg Cohen are going to take down capped co-ed championship 21-18. Great run from Michelle Larson and Michael Roberts. I mean, they had to really grind. That was a 22-round game. Michelle Larson finishes with the highest PPR with a 6.18. It's Angela Barker, Greg Cohen. Hug it out. Congratulations to both of these teams. I think we're going to take a quick break and then we're going to get back into some action. I think we got the blind draw coming on over to court number one. Great job by both of these teams. And thank you guys for hanging out with me tonight on a Friday night. Big shout out to Noble County Backroads Cornhole, the Moving Company, Erica Parnett Wiseman with Shelter Insurance, 501 Cornhole out of Cabot, Arkansas, Big Bow Cornhole out of Rogers, Arkansas, Table Rock Lake Baggers out of Blue Eye, Missouri. Of course, Oklahoma Cornhole and all of their sponsor teams and all of their family that makes Oklahoma Association, Oklahoma Cornhole Association possible and happen. This is regional number 8. We continue our action. This is the last regional of the year. Looking for a great time. If the internet stays with us, I'll stay with you guys and you'll stay with me. We're going to have a pretty damn good weekend. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be right back.
There you go. There you go.
I didn't know this was. I saw the clear. I can go back to the. Okay.
What's going on?
So it's like the sitting thing. I think we headed out first because we wanted to previous. We didn't.
All right, we're back to the action. Lower blind draw championship. As we look at our H2O baggers, Cam, you got Bill and Rochelle. As we looked at the Noble County Backroads Cornhole, Cam, you've got Michael on your right, Stephanie on your left. They're going to be battling it out on this end. Stephanie's going to finish with the 9, 10 on 9. 5-0 for Bill and Michael early on in this one. Rochelle and Stephanie. This is your championship for the lower blind draw. Hello. I'm right here. My presets are acting weird today, man. There. See, they're actually presets all over the place, but you can tell the place is getting kind of empty. Everybody's starting to head out as we get closer to the end of the open blind draws, or the upper blind draw and the lower blind draw. I want to say the upper blind draw is pretty close to getting finished. They're in the fourth place game for the upper blind draw. So we will most likely get the third place and the championship game here on court number 1 at 8-1 for Bill and Michael. Heading into round number 6. What's up, Wade? Michael's first bag goes screaming off the back, and Stephanie follows suit. These boards seem like they might be a little too fast, or faster than what they're accustomed to, because they did come from the other side of the room. Stephanie goes off the back. She's got a unicorn. Michael goes off the back. 4-0, 4-1. Chance for Rochelle right here to get some points. Some much needed points for both her and Stephanie. Confidence is a big thing whenever it comes to a championship game. Chance for 4 points. Up short, 10-8. There it is. There it is, Stephanie. Get one in your system. Throw the next 3 in there. All right. Michael continuing down. Oh, see, that's a commentator jinx. I expected Michael's bag to go in. It did go in. 4-5. 5-5. Cheryl went hard at that. I mean, I don't hate the aggressiveness. You're down 15-3. You've got to make something happen here. Going up. Bill's just laying it right there in the middle. I like a kamikaze here. Just hit your bag. Hit your bag, knock it in, go off. Force Bill to do something. Exactly what she does. 4 on 3. Bill's going to grab one. Make it 16-3. Five points away for Bill and Michael. I think Bill and Michael are in the king seat, so they got to just win once. In there for Michael. Stephanie's got to be in. 7 on 5. 2 more for Michael. (18-3). 3 points away for Michael and Bill. Check in on the upper division. The third place game has started, so we're going to get the championship game. Tyrell Jackson and Jacob Foreman are in the king seat. Heath, Danny are playing Steven and Bia. She's just not capitalizing. When Michael misses, Stephanie's just not able to put out a round, gets points, and hey, 2 bags in a row for this round for Stephanie. Could lead trouble. She's 5 points in the advantage here. But I don't think you have to be too aggressive with the angle to get that bag. But on the back end for 7. She's going to put it on for 5, but still 18-8. She's going to grab 5 much needed points for Stephanie there. Look at our H2O baggers cam. Bill on your left, Rochelle on your right, 18-8. Headed into round number 14. So far, Bill Horner with an 8.33 PPR leads the way. We're seeing some life out of Rochelle and Stephanie here. Bill's going to nudge his bag in there, like sitting right there in the middle, waiting for another miss, and she pushes right through it. What a bag from Rochelle. Throw this bag high, right beside. Oh, beautifully done. And give them 7, 12 on 5. We just got ourselves a ball game from 18-3, 18-15. Game 1 of this championship. (18-15). 12 unanswered points for Rochelle and Stephanie back-to-back rounds. Stephanie grabbed 5, Rochelle grabbed 7. And that's, 1 miss. You're allowed 1 miss if you're Stephanie here. Still allowed 1 miss unless he can collect that bag. Hard at it. He nudges it. Nothing moves. Stephanie sits on the back left. Fast side misses. Stephanie has to be in here. She goes in. Now, if he collects this bag, it's ball game. Fast side drips it in there. 8 on 6. Give them 2. Put them on 20. 20-15. Bill and Michael 1 point away. Rochelle and Stephanie 6 points away from going into a game number 2. Rochelle has taken over the big dog. It's the highest PPR during this match thus far. Rochelle's really working that left to right bag. Bill off the right. This could put them on 20. A four bagger from Michelle will put them on 20. She's going to replace it and deflect. Bill in. Michelle in. Bill in. On the board for points. And she goes in 10 on 7. Make it 20-18. This game was flipped on its head. 3 to 4 rounds ago, Stephanie and Rochelle put up 12 points back to back. And we're going to get a Texas timeout from Stephanie. Texas timeout. Come on. Let's take a look at it. This is when I wish that I had my players mic'd up. That'd be nice. But we got a conversation on both ends of it. Bill and Michael separate 20-18. Round 17. Stephanie's first bag is on the back, but that bag's going to come back. Big first bag right here for Michael to set the tone. In there. Stephanie.
Go.
Made those bags move. Those bags are going to fall. That should do that. Go hard at it, Stephanie. She's going to pull it back. Michael down the middle. Yes. Drips it in. Stephanie's going to have to go, I don't know here. Hard at it. Sits on it. Michael doesn't even have to throw it. 9 on 6 is what it's showing.
If I hit the board, it's going to fall in.
Ten on 6. Michael and Phil survived the comeback from Michelle and Stephanie. Great showing from Michelle and Stephanie. They really marched back into that ball game. I mean, we were 10, 11, 12 rounds deep into it, and we were like, all right, this game's over. And then just like that, Rochelle and Stephanie flipped it on its head, and here we are. We got knuckles from both sides. So congratulations to Bill and Michael taking down the lower wine draw division. We've got the third place game going on in upper, and then we're going to get the championship game for upper. So y'all hang tight. We look at our capped co-ed champions, Angela Barker and Greg Cohen. Greg Cohen. Quit saying it with a period. But thank you guys for watching the VKM Entertainment broadcast. We're here live at OCA Regional number 8 in Stillwater, Oklahoma. We'll be right back. Touchdown. I got some bags you'd appreciate. Tyrell, every time you get a four bagger, all right, y'all, welcome back to it. The Upper Blind Draw Championship and the last game or games for the night. Got Tyrell Jackson, Jacob Foreman, Danny, and Heath Schofner. I want to speculate that Danny, I think it's Danny Mann. I know he's played with Kaylee Blue a bunch this year. The down and backs are done. It's championship time. Tyrell and Jacob in the king seat, so Heath and Danny have to win twice. Tyrell's going to finish with an 8. And Heath is going to finish with a 4. That was a big bag right there to get around that bag and to limit the damage to 4. Miss Shauna Foreman in here to watch Jacob. Good evening. Thank you for hanging out with us. Come on, the internet's been good to us for the last 2 hours. Don't start messing up with me now. I think I'm gonna leave it zoomed out because Jacob likes to move horizontally in that box. Collect from Danny. Ties it up at 4. Matthew Penn in the chat. What's up, brother? Tyrell putting the pressure on Heath, putting that first bag in the hole. I think that last round for Heath was just, first round jitters. Looks like he's kind of gotten that out of his system. He's ready to rock and roll now. Danny's got quite the order on his hands. A good push shot from Heath right there. He's going to collect. Finish with 12. 12 on 8, another 4 spot. And so far, after 3 rounds, it's been 4 points for Tyrell, 4 points for Danny, 4 points for Heath. We keep doing this. It's going to be a quick game 1. Oh, beautifully done. Jacob, the magician Foreman. Airmail, Bink, backside. Danny with the roll. It goes to the left. Another airmail. Going up. He tried for the drag. Make it 7 on 5. And the 4 streak is gone, just like that. Jacob Gore, what's up, man? I watched you in Utica. Just Duke in the chat. What's up, brother? Thank you guys for hanging out. We got Jacob Foreman in the building. He's in the king seat with Tyrell Jackson. Tyrell's on the left. Heath Schofner's on the right. Throwing against Jacob Foreman is Danny. We got Mama Foreman watching on. She's got eyes on it. Good finish from Heath. Tyrell really needs his bag in the hole. In there. Bang. Oh, it fell off. The cliffhanger fell off. 10-7. There's a look at our H2O baggers. Cam, Danny on the left, Jacob Foreman on the right. Jacob's really testing that roll bag out of Danny. I think he's going to continue to put him in that spot. I like the airmail. I like the airmail here. See, Heath is telling him fast side. He's got fast side down. Flat bag, kamikaze bag. 1 goes in, 1 goes off. 4 showing for Danny. Fast side, clean up on aisle 1 for Jacob Foreman. Absolutely. Thank you for watching. You're the reason I do this stuff, Miss Shauna. In there, 10 on 9. Heath and Danny with an early lead going into round number 7. Score is 11-7. Heath and Danny both locked up in an 8-6-7 Jacob with an 8.33 and Tyrell with a 7.67. I know Tyrell and Jacob are throwing BGs. I just don't know what type. The design tells me Valkyrie, but I don't see either one of them throwing Valkyries. It might be a Kingslayer. Heath stays to the left. Tyrell's feeling it now. Four-bagger. Don't go chasing waterfalls. Just go in. Tyrell won't do it. He won't do it. Yeah. Let's go. And that is a Big Bow Cornhole lead change after Tyrell's four-bagger. And we got the pistols. We got the gunslinging pistols out of him. Y'all don't know how long I've been trying to get Tyrell to do that. Cut walk for Jacob. Cut walk for Danny. That is Jacob's bag dipped in the hole. Airmail, he's going after it. Lays on the backside of the board. And that essentially pushed Danny's bag out of the way in 10-10 wash. Washington. Again, game one, upper blind draw championship here at the OCA, regional number 8 in Stillwater, Oklahoma. Jacob Foreman, Tyrell Jackson in the king seat. They have to be beaten twice. They currently hold the advantage 14-11, 7 points away from concluding night number 1 here in Stillwater, Oklahoma. Danny jumping out ahead with a 9. Jacob right there behind him with an 8.75. Tyrell with an 8.75. Heath with a 7.75. Sit on the back. I don't hate it. Tyrell really feeling good right now. And I think that's because his bags are a little faster than he normally throws. He went for the drag. Bang! Heath with the airmail drag for 2. That's called letting it hang. That a boy Heath. We love to see it here on center court. Danny elected for the block. Left it a little bit to the right. Jacob followed suit. See how they manage this left to right action. I feel like it's advantage Jacob Foreman for this round, the way the bags are set up. Fast side. Pulls his bag in towards the center of the board. Roll bag. I'll see another cleanup from Jacob here. That side. Clean up aisle 1. Kind of, sort of. He left it to the right. I mean, if you're Danny here, you don't want to be too pretty. I would just go fast side. Stay. There it is. I guess that's a half bar soak. Pushes Jacob's bag on the back. But a cut walk for 2. Little hoppity hop the Easter Bunny, and he's going to give Danny 2. And with that is a Big Bow Cornhole lead change as we look at the Noble County Backroads Cornhole Cam. Heath on your right, Tyrell on your left. 15-14 here in game number 1 of the Upper Blind Draw Championship. Tyrell's really throwing with some confidence here. Oh, yeah. Tyrell's feeling it. Home. He's in his home city. Did anybody doubt that this was not going to be a 4-bagger for Tyrell? I didn't. Not me. Heath finishes with an 8. In for 4 and another Big Bow Cornhole lead change. You can put it in the bank. Pew, pew. I got 2 of them. I got 2 out of Tyrell. Let's go. 18-15. We're going to see it step out from Jacob here. Joseph Factor. Brother, you going to be here tomorrow? You playing doubles and singles? See, for Danny, you didn't really have to be too pretty with the cut shot. Just right down the middle, lay it in front of the hole would have been fine. There it is. Collect. 4-bagger for Jacob Foreman. That'll be his first of this game. Give him 4, and that'll do it. Tyrell Jackson, Jacob Foreman take down the blind draw for the upper division. 21-15. Good showing from Heath and Danny. Heath had the most 4-baggers in the game with 2. Tyrell gave me 2. Pistol Pete's. That'll conclude action here tonight. Stillwater, Oklahoma for OCA number 8. Thank you guys for watching and hanging out with us. We'll see y'all bright and early tomorrow morning. We're going to get through some doubles and some singles action. Hopefully the internet does like what it did towards the end of the night. Cooperates with us. But thank you guys. I'm your host, Chris Seaton. We'll see you guys in the morning. Thank y'all.